welcome to Talking Tennessee.
Where we navigate life's twists, real estate turns, and share Southern stories.
We are your hosts. I'm Rachel Odom.
And I am Brittany Hobson. And welcome back to session 2 of season 2.
Yes.
And
yes,
football and NFL football and fantasy football is officially
back
underway. And as we mentioned during our first week, we do a fantasy football. Rachel joined.
I participated.
Rachel participated this year.
Now, did I know what I was doing? Absolutely not. But here's what I will say. Like, I know when we were choosing, they have like abbreviations and stuff. I know what a quarterback is, your wide receiver. Like, I know what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. Like, I didn't. What I was choosing, as we talked about, I chose literally strictly based off of looks.
Yeah.
And I scrolled pretty far into these lists of people, so I don't think I'll do any.
I will say,
I don't think I'll be successful.
If you watch this, I will floss it and I will show. Here is a picture of Rachel's hotties. Like, rate them. How did she fare? Here's her hotties. On a skill level.
I mean, there was a few.
There's a few good ones.
Some of them I don't think y'all had even heard of.
You know, and
maybe super excited.
This is the week that my team is matched up against your team.
What's my team?
Your team is all the players you picked.
Okay, but they can't all be matched up against you because they won't all play, will they?
Yeah. So like the people that are not on your bench that you have, will go up against the same people that I have on my roster. So
do they just randomly choose that order, or because I know the teams, like, they all play. It's Sunday football. They're all playing. So how do you determine, like, I'm going up against you?
Oh, the schedule.
Yeah.
It just
random. Okay.
Random. Like last week, I lost by 3 points to my mother, who was also like you, and she didn't pick hers based on.
A couple of them I think she might have. She fessed up to that. Yeah. She was adding them.
But yeah, it was close. And I lost last week because of Brandon O. And I love the 49ers. But it was down to Monday, and I had I was percentage to win. And I had Brees Hall and Brandon O. And I was like, oh, I'll be good. Like, as long as they. And where Brandon just hasn't practiced because of the whole contract negotiation.
Yeah.
He just didn't see the ball much. But I did love seeing Juwan Jennings get the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And can't remember the other guy. He saw the ball a lot. Jordan Mason. Okay. So there was a lot of controversy over when he was told he was going to get a start. Have you heard about that?
No.
Christian McCaffrey, who is amazing, was out, but they did not say that he was out an hour before the game.
What?
So.
What?
Yeah, it was. There's a lot of betting going on.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe,
Hey, maybe my underdogs will come through.
Speaking of underdogs, like Notre Dame lost this past weekend. And are you a fan of Notre Dame?
I don't. Only no. Tennessee.
Let me show you one quick picture. And I'll describe this picture. I'm showing Rachel the Notre Dame football. And there's a reason why I think most people who are females choose to watch the Notre Dame.
Maybe we should start. Maybe we should start.
That's what I'm saying.
Gosh.
And last year they had an amazing looking quarterback.
Well, I will say, when Spencer would watch the baseball games, I don't want to watch them, but I didn't mind looking at Mr. V, Tony V, all day. I mean... Yeah.
No.
So it makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
It makes it a little more enjoyable. At least
it does. Yeah. But it was, you hate seeing. No, I really don't hate seeing. Like, they're not my team, but I love seeing it. When it's not my team playing, I love seeing an underdog pull off the victory.
Yeah.
Like, the coach was so emotional, and that was just awesome.
Who did they play?
Not North Carolina. It was NIU.
Okay.
I can't remember, but yeah, like they were not a ranked team.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it would be similar to like if Chattanooga would have been.
Yeah,
you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, so it was.
I mean, sometimes it is. You know, it's always, I guess you could say, inspirational. See the underdog come through and pull out a win.
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
At times,
football.
we are the underdogs. So maybe that's why we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prone to that. I don't know.
This is, the last couple of years as a Tennessee fan who, especially for me, I have been a Tennessee fan through the good, bad, and the ugly. And let's just be real. With the exception
bad and ugly
of the last couple of years, it's been ugly.
Yeah.
It's been hard.
Yeah.
There's been frustration. I don't know if it's a point of tears, but definitely a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
But these last couple of years have been on the uphill. But I will say, don't get me wrong. Tennessee can always, any sports team can just let you down. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
They're looking good this year.
Well, and here's the thing that I keep noticing: all around, Tennessee is doing well. They national champions in baseball, as far as I'm aware, which I don't watch basketball, but I've been told we're pretty dang good in basketball. Yeah. I mean, we're looking up.
We are.
Seems like we're on an uphill.
Yeah, we are. Tennessee's a major power school now, especially all around.
Yeah.
But the one thing that has stood out to me, because I know my TikTok. Sorry, people. Tennessee allergies.
Yeah. They're terrible.
Horrible. But my thing that I've been most impressed with, like in all my little videos or clips that I've watched of like Tennessee sports, and you've got, of course, these great highlight reels or people being interviewed. There's not been one player that I have heard. There may be one other where they're talking about, look how great I am. Look how great I am. Like, so many players have been like I think they were asking, I can't remember who it was at this moment, but they were asking, like, how have you done so successful this year? And like, he was like, it was a team effort. It was our O-line. It was our D-line. It was our, it was the passes. It was everyone. It was, Nico getting the ball down to the right person. And like, Nico shared, like, Cooper Mays was lineman of the week. And Nico was also SEC Player of the Week. Nico didn't share about his accomplishment. He was sharing about Cooper. Like, and I think as a quarterback, you are the leader.
Yeah.
And so I love that mentality of this team. There are not a lot of me that you do see a lot in NFL.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So I'm loving that, and I think as a team, they will continue to get better, and I hope they continue. Yeah. I think next week on the road at Oklahoma will be their biggest challenge thus far. Yeah. So I'm excited to see that. So yeah, I love that. Yeah. Challenge for you. Like, I've been practicing it. Say Nico's last name. Let's see.
Spencer said it to me like 10 times the other day, and I'm like, I have heard it's Hawaiian. Yeah. I'm headed to Hawaii. I should know how to pronounce some words. I don't. There's lots of words in Hawaii. I don't know, but from what I remember, it was Ami. I feel like I'm wrong already. Ami Aliava. Spencer says it ends in lava. So
I mean, I may be butchering it too. I'm going with, I practiced it a few times.
I also can't see it right now, and I do think that helps.
That does make a difference. I'm going with Ia Maliava.
I think that's right. I think it is Ia.
I think it's not like a little thing. It was like, it broke it down like, I probably sound like a second grader trying to read. Ia Maliava.
I think that's right.
I'm going with
Ia Maliava.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
I think that sounds right.
I'll also probably still with Nico.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They kept saying it during the game, and I was like, that is not right. I was like, why are they even trying? We're from the south of Tennessee. We don't know how to pronounce that. Right. And they're I don't know. I know they have to, but at this point, it's like, I feel like he'd just be like, you know what? Let's just use Nico, okay? Yeah, you can't say it.
Absolutely.
But I had saw a video of a kid. It was from like Barstool, Tennessee or something. And they were like, say spaghetti. And she was like, Paschetti. Yeah. And he was like, that's not right. Like, it's spaghetti. And then he said, who is the quarterback for the University of Tennessee. She said it perfectly.
Oh.
Perfectly. And he goes,
got her priorities straight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She can't pronounce spaghetti, but she can pronounce that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's too good.
Love it.
She's probably like 6 or 7, maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she can say it. I can't. She did pretty good. I think that's right.
I love it.
Although, I do feel like I think that's right because that's what they kept saying.
So it could be wrong.
Who knows?
Corrections.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it is.
But yeah, it is Hawaiian, so maybe I'll ask them when I get over there. But like, pronounce this to a local and see if they can do it. Yeah. But I know they can.
100%. In non-sports related news,
I've been curious when you're going to bring that out.
This fabulous book that I was given.
Did they give you this as a joke or just like they
100% as a joke? 100% as a joke.
Which I find hilarious. I mean,
yeah, it was definitely funny. Mm-hmm. Like when they gave it to me, I was like, "What?
What is the date on that book?"
So the date I found is 1973.
Okay. And so we're back in 1973.
If you're listening, the book is called, it's the Ladies' Home Journal, The Art of Homemaking.
And look at how thick this book is. Okay, because if this is everything you have to do to be a homemaker, I'm doing like this. Okay, so.
I mean, I need homemaking for dummies.
I need homemaking for people who are always late, don't cook dinner, and don't clean their house.
Yeah, I mean,
that would be considered not a homemaker.
So, and maybe I will, for the next couple of weeks or whatever, I will pick a couple little
My favorite one is you posted today on your Facebook.
I was going to share it a little bit. I
think that section is probably big.
Yeah, so
the kitchen.
We are going to discuss this. You know, it's like I said, it is such a thick book.
Mm-hmm. It talks about everything.
We are on page 292, and we're only at chapter 5.
Oh,
so that's
wow. What are the chapters? Does it say?
I mean, the kitchen is a chapter. Cleaning the house. Cleaning the house. Apparently I've not read enough. Decorating for easier care. Planning.
I mean, I need those skills.
I need some better skills.
I don't think I'm going to read a book to figure it out.
But here. So, according to The Art of Homemaking by Virginia, pronounce her last name. Habib?
Maybe. Close.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But The Art of Homemaking by Virginia. We're good with that. It should be easy enough for you to make an exact estimate work. Wait. So hang on. It says this is the minimum time that you should devote to meal preparation alone.
Preparation alone.
Okay. Not to mention all the other activities that animate from or near the kitchen. Okay. So,
much time would be
a half an hour to 1 hour for breakfast. A half an hour to 1 hour for lunch.
It's only 2 hours for dinner.
And 1 to 2 hours for dinner.
Gosh. That's my whole day.
Coming to, considering 4 hours a day, 7 days a week, this adds up to a minimum of 28 hours a week, 112 hours a month, and 1,344 hours a year.
No.
And then there's other things to consider outside of that, they say. Time spent using the kitchen as the hub for other daily activities, such as cleaning or cleaning.
It's just cooking.
Time spent for special meals.
So Easter, Thanksgiving, those are... Oh my gosh. Let me be honest. What is today? Today's Wednesday.
Cleaning's real fun. How much you should do a day?
I don't clean at all, to be honest. Every day. Now, obviously I clean, but when I get home, this is a disaster, okay? And
well, maybe you can borrow my book.
Maybe
it'll help you.
Maybe. Oh, this was a schedule. Hold on.
Oh, maybe it's got a better schedule.
List your priorities in order of importance for Monday. That's daily.
Survive.
And then weekly, you feel that's exactly right. Get out of the freaking bed.
Survival. That's my day. That's my goal every day.
They've got different things on here that you should be doing every week, which is mop the kitchen floor, clean the range, and the refrigerator.
And I try to.
Dust all surfaces, clean 1 or 2 rooms thoroughly each week. This is a thing. I wouldn't have, which I will say, maybe these people didn't have jobs.
Maybe.
I can't do it.
Maybe. I mean, I try to mop and sweep at least once a week. It's just, I do not spend 28 hours a week in the kitchen.
Now, I haven't cooked a meal in a hot minute. And I will say,
but
I have to, that's what I was going to say. We still have a lot of stuff packed. I actually take that back. I have cooked. It has been a home chef meal, and they're good. But sometimes even that is just like, don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
We're going out. We're getting takeout.
Fun.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I haven't bought groceries in a while. Easier. Because I'm buying a pre-made meal for lunch, and I have pre-selected meals for dinner.
Yeah.
And I will give you this. It has made life a lot easier.
That works.
Yeah.
My kids wouldn't need it.
That's possible. Some of them are very good, though. They're very good.
I may not eat them.
You are picky.
True story.
Some of my favorite ones, like we had, which I think Shirley would have eaten this. Last night I did make a meal. It was a pork meatloaf with a peach barbecue sauce on top. And then it just had like a broccoli and mac and cheese side dish.
Peach and barbecue.
Oh, it was so good. So good. Okay. Which I will say, I like a little sweet and savory moment. So if you don't like that, you might not would like it. But it was very delicious.
Interesting.
You've gotten a few that I was like, don't love this. But usually I really like them. But I haven't been to like just normal grocery shop in a long time. So I'm failing her. Sorry, Eddie.
Yeah. She's
if she is still alive, she's highly disappointed.
I'm not gonna like 100%. Like I wish that I could devote that much time to keeping my house.
Same.
Like I have reached that point in life where I'm about to just like say, forget it. I'm getting rid of everything and become a minimalist.
Yeah.
With a reason, like
Yeah.
Like stuff's just getting crazy.
I know. I get rid of stuff all the time. I love to get rid of stuff. That's my favorite thing to do is to get rid of stuff. I don't want stuff in my house. I put it at the road. I put it on Facebook. I sell it. I throw it in the trash. I get rid of stuff. You should let me come over and get rid of stuff at your house.
Speaking of that, my husband, he likes to get rid of stuff. He got rid of all of my daughter's keepsake clothes. And her outfit, she came home from the hospital.
What? Where is it? Where did he take it?
We went to the donation site and
try and find it.
Yeah. So far, no luck. Maybe he didn't get rid of it. Yeah.
Does he think it was a while ago? Or recently?
Not too long ago.
See, I'm not super sentimental, but I do think as we have kids, there'll be certain things that I would want to keep, like their coming home outfit and stuff like that.
Well, when you have a kid,
don't let your husband get rid of their clothes.
If you have a girl, maybe she can wear 2 coming home outfits so that I can keep one.
Yes. That is sad.
And it was so cute. It was custom. It had her name on it.
Do you have pictures at least?
I'll do at least have pictures. Yeah. That's what my oldest said. You've got pictures. And I was like,
it's not the same. You teenager. You don't know.
I know.
It's sad though, because I feel like most of the time people declutter different seasons of the year, or they're getting ready to sell their house.
Yes.
And so they're like, we're moving. We're getting rid of this stuff. And that's kind of where I am. Every season that changes, I'm getting rid of stuff. And then once we move, getting rid of more stuff. So, but we did find a house.
Awesome.
I'm excited about it. It's crazy.
After you unpack.
Thanks. She's not helping.
I mean,
it's going to be a lot. And I don't even know, as I say that, getting rid of stuff. Some of the stuff I thought I would keep when we sold our house, I don't even want that anymore.
Okay.
So
maybe you don't need to hire. Maybe you only.
I know. I was just going to say I won't have much stuff. I'll just be sitting there in the house on the floor. because I don't even want my couch anymore.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But this housing market, it was hard navigating the housing market. And one thing that I've noticed, I don't know if you have seen people, but there have been people, I don't know all of the details, but they're protesting in our area. Campers, people living in campers.
Yeah, so...
But as I navigated finding a house, I'm like, you know what? I can understand where this situation's come up.
Yeah, and I don't know. Okay, so we'll just shed some light on it. So in our area, our county, and this is in a nutshell, won't speak for the county by all means. I don't want to misrepresent them at all. So the county is putting a ban on living in a camper on any residence, as well as tiny homes. Now, I will say, I think there's some kind of regulation on tiny homes if it's over a certain square foot, like 700 square feet.
Yeah.
And somebody came up to me and asked me, they were like, hey, you're a realtor. What's your opinion? And I said, well, you're not going to like my opinion. Because, and I think me and you are very similar on the opinion. I would love to hear what your all's opinions are. My opinion is, if you have a subdivision, there's regulations. I understand there's going to be certain areas that's going to be restricted and absolutely, I want to see that.
Yes.
But if I go and I buy 2 acres in the county and I want to put one camper on it,
tiny house,
what's the matter? Why does it matter? If I have an acre or a half an acre, I'm not saying put 20 campers on there.
Turn it into campground, no. But
like, why can I not? Like, what is the problem? Like, I'm saying absolutely regulate. Make sure there's electric. Make sure there's water.
Yeah.
Like,
and that I think is where it may have stemmed from. If I had to guess, I don't know this for sure. My personal opinion would be maybe people went and bought land and didn't look into if there are restrictions or regulations or if it'll hurt or anything like that. They're just like, this is great. This is empty land. I'm going to put a camper on it. And that has caused some problems. I don't know if that's the case, but I am kind of the same way. Like, if you live in a neighborhood, obviously you don't want your neighbor to be in a camper. You've paid good money to live in a certain neighborhood. Some people have HOAs, different things. If you've got half an acre, 2 acres, 10 acres out in the county where you should feel pretty free to do what you want to do, I say do it.
Yep.
So, I don't know the details, but I know I've seen people.
There's some people that are really upset on it, and there's certain things I definitely support. Like, this is what, because they were very firm against any of them. They're like, and I understand, like, I listen to their argument. Like, I'm not, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, they're not built to be lived in permanently. They're not built to, certain criterias. And I'm like, there are several homes that may not be built to code now.
I can think of
several
neighborhoods that,
absolutely.
So I'm like, that camper could literally outlast some of these homes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You travel with those things. People pull those at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I know a couple houses, if you try to pull them down the road at 80 miles an hour, they ain't gonna stay.
No. Well, and this is what I said. I said, and this could happen to anyone. I don't think anyone's above ever being in a situation where you're in a financial struggle.
Yeah.
This was part of mine. I said, if I am a single mother, if I have me and myself and a kid, I'm not saying trying to put 20 people in a camper. Yeah. And I don't know where you draw that line and how you regulate that. But, I mean, like, if I have the option of living on a piece of property that's okay in a camper that I am able to maintain and take care of and support my family.
Yeah.
And we have all of our needs.
Yeah.
Or live in a very rundown apartment complex where there's drug situations next door, or maybe a slummed down home with a landlord that's charging astronomical rent. Again, like, why would I not choose that camper?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, here's my thing. I know the argument is some of the people living in them, don't maintain them, and don't take care of them, they're not going to maintain or take care of a house either.
Correct.
So condemn it just like you would a home if it's in that position. I mean, obviously, maybe that's part of the problem. They can't. I don't know. But I've seen some very unmaintained homes too. So
100%. I think
what's the difference, honestly, to me? Like, I get that they're not getting their property taxes,
and I think that's what it comes
like
down to. Is I think there's some type of
I think
money
sometimes
situation.
there's political things that are happening in the background, whether you want to believe it or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes things absolutely become.
And on the flip side, I understand you got to make money to make the world go around.
I know, yeah.
But
we got a lot of people moving into this area who are paying taxes to keep this town together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting verdict.
I actually tried to, when we came into the office to record, I was actually trying to find someone who had totally opposite opinions of us. I would have loved to have gotten them on and really debated it. I like a good
debate,
friendly debate.
Did you watch the debate?
Refused.
I refused to. I couldn't stand it. Spencer watched the whole thing. I heard some of it. I was like, I hate her voice and I hate her laugh, and I don't really like him either, and I don't want to watch it.
Yep.
I couldn't do it. He can't stay on point, and she can't keep her mouth shut, and neither can he, and it's just
I was just like
concerning that these are our options.
I'm like, no thanks.
No.
I would rather
I watched TV.
I think I'd rather rewatch
the worst movie you've ever seen.
I think I would rather watch Sister Wives, and I hate that show, but I do watch the drama of it on TikTok. I was like, no thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I think you made this comment, like, you don't want to watch it because it's so real.
This is our reality.
Like, this is our exactly.
Like, how is this our options?
Yeah, I'm just like,
couldn't do it.
Because it's always a blame game. Like,
Well, and I will say this. I did watch when Trump and Biden did their debate. Personally, I felt like the moderators did very well at that debate. Only because I think this was the plan all along to get him out. So as soon as they had who they wanted in there, now it's flipping, and the moderators are, from what I heard from it was 3 against 1. 2 moderators, Kamala and Trump. And that's how they usually are. They're
I think Democrat. Depending on whichever side.
Exactly. So I think the first debate, they did pretty well at asking questions, staying out of it, doing what their job was, which was a moderator. But typically, the moderators are on one side or the other, and then they're ganging up against the third, and then that makes me even more frustrated. So I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Can't think about it right now.
I was like, no.
When election day comes, I know my plan, and this isn't going to change my mind. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out, can I vote for Elle Woods? I saw somebody post that. Can we just go Elle Woods for president?
That's a good plan. I'd much rather that.
Yeah. Let's go for it. I mean,
you can write it in, so.
Kanye.
Oh, no. I don't know about that. So wild.
Politics. I don't. Could care less.
It's funny because at certain times I do get into it. Like, it is concerning, of course, and I'm not completely unopinionated, but also sometimes I just have too many other things going on that I'm like, I am worried about this. I unfortunately can't do anything about it.
Right.
And so I'm not going to just keep my head in the sand, but also I'm not going to consume my whole life with it.
Yeah. So, I don't make my identity around
No.
So you've got some trips coming up. I'm so jealous.
I know. I'm excited. I'm going to be exhausted.
Yeah. We're kind of doing new episodes every other week unless something sporadically happens. Unless we happen to get on next week, maybe just to give you an update that I beat Rachel.
Yeah, well.
Or maybe she miraculously.
You'll beat me.
But I'll be in Hawaii coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. Hawaii. Get home. I'm home for a few days, and then we head to Africa.
I'm super jealous, and I'll be here in Tennessee. enjoy
holding the fort down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So
I will miss a game this weekend. So you'll at least look forward to that. Kansas State. Yeah. We're not here. So are y'all going?
No.
No. Is your brother's week?
It is. So it'll be okay. I'll watch it from home.
Yeah. Sometimes I like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to watch one from home.
I would have rather watched the first game at home because I still haven't recovered from that heat stroke.
So hot.
Oh.
So hot. I actually was expecting it to be worse. So it was a slightly better experience than I figured it would be, but it was still pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll try to do that.
I need that to be read by the time I get back, and you better be implementing. Should I take it for
this? This would be great. This would be great material on the plane. You've got so much.
I would have so much to learn. I would need a planner to figure out my days.
I mean, you may not.
And to be honest, I will have to quit work because
you're not going to have time to do the podcast anymore.
No, I won't be allowed to do the podcast. I'll have to cook and clean and shop and probably take care of my husband's needs, if I had to guess.
Yeah, everything you need to know. Health, fatigue, and safety.
There you go.
From managing time and energy.
I am bad.
Is there a pill for that?
I am time management. That is something I should actually take away from this book is I just don't think things are going to take as long as they do. So we're going to work on that now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
have a good week.
Enjoy the somewhat fall weather in the morning.
Yes.
And the summer in the afternoon.
Yes. Plan accordingly because it is cool in the mornings.
Yeah, we'll see you back here in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.